Since we haven't been here in so long, it's probably good to just kind of catch up and figure out what Joe's been up to, which I imagine not entertaining at all.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. What have you been up to, man?
I have been up to, lots of good stuff.
Oh, that is a thrilling topic.
Just a little this, a little of that. Got my debit card hacked. That was a lot of fun.
Ooh, how was that? What
not
happened?
Great. So, so what happened was, I get text alerts on my phone.
Yeah.
Every time my card gets charged, and I was at work, and I start getting these texts saying that my phone had been charged 3 different times from OnlyFans.com. It's a Sunday afternoon. I'm like, clearly, I did not do this.
Yeah.
So,
Of course, it's OnlyFans. It's always OnlyFans.
yeah, they had to be fucking OnlyFans. So, I go, and it's Sunday, so I couldn't use my card until the next day, because of course banks are closed on Sundays, because Jesus doesn't want you to be able to fix your financial problems on Sunday. But
I don't remember that part in the Bible, but sure.
Anyway, so I go into the bank the next morning, and I walk in, and there's this nice guy who's sitting there, and he's like, "How can I help you, sir?" And I said, "Well, my debit card has been compromised, and I just, I shut it off yesterday. I just need a new one. I've been through this process before. It's usually not a big deal."
This is a common thing for you.
Not from this particular source, but,
Okay.
Yeah, it's happened a couple of times from different things. There was one time where this dude on Valentine's Day charged my card to try to buy flowers and chocolate, but he tried to spend $10 and I only had $8 in my bank. So
Dude, being poor is lit, man.
I hope he
love
got
it.
dumped that day. Fuck that guy. So anyway,
Yeah, back at the bank.
I'm back at the bank, and this nice man he had an Empire State Building tie, and I was, it's a nice, like everything's going well, and so he pulls up my, statement, and he's like, OnlyFans, I've never heard of that, and like an idiot, I tell him, it's an adult website.
Should have said like it was like DraftKings.
And he goes, I could have told him anything. That's what kills me. But it's an adult website. And he's like, that's terrible. And then he walked out of the room for a minute to go do whatever it is.
Yeah, to laugh at you,
Bank
I think.
people do. So then he comes back, and he goes, so I pulled up your transaction history, and it says here that they've been charging you since October. Periodically. And I'm like, well, those last 3 charges weren't mine.
But the previous ones, most certainly.
I just said those last 3, but the last 3 charges aren't mine. And he goes, okay, I understand that, but you're going to have a hard time disputing this because of blah, blah, blah. And so he starts getting into this whole thing about how I have to contact them in order to get the charges reversed. And, then I have to come to the bank with the paperwork. And I'm like, dude, it's like $42. Like, can I just eat the charge and get a new card, and move on?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, yeah, I suppose you could, but normally people like to dispute this. I'm like, I don't have time.
Yeah, I don't want to fight OnlyFans.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care. Just give me a new card.
So you got the new card?
So I got the new card, and then as I'm leaving, he goes, you really should use a credit card for things like that. It's a lot more secure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a lesson I learned really early on. I remember in high school, I ended up getting my father's credit card number, and my poor father at the time did not have the best credit, so I was like signing up for Brazzers and all this, but they always bill you like super discreetly, like it's like, it'll say something like, you have like a $20 bill for like fly fishing monthly, or some shit like that, and he's like, I'm not fly fishing, what is this? And I had it maybe for like 2 or 3 weeks, man, and as a 16, 17-year-old kid, I swore I just pulled off the heist of the century. Man, this was my Fort Knox.
Right.
It was Ocean's 14, honestly. I don't think that's an exaggeration to say. And that was pretty.
Unlimited HD.
Yeah. Oh my God.
45 plus minutes.
This was 2000. This was like 2011. So we're talking like this is probably 720p if we can be honest. But it was fantastic. I loved it. But when he found out, man, oh, dude, heist of the century, I got the ass whooping of the century for that, man. So I understand. But you're an adult, so it really doesn't matter. You just look like an idiot.
And now my entire bank thinks I'm a hideous pervert, but I'll just do drive-through from now on.
just brush that one off. Yeah, it's whatever. Oh man, that's funny.
So that's basically what I've been doing.
But that's a good thing to catch up on.